Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us. You're watching Breaking Point on Real America's Voice News. I have a really special guest with us right now. His name is Nick Cherukuri. He is the founder and president of Third Eye Gen, a leader in technology, and he has this great product, and we're going to let him tell you about it. Nick, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for your time, David. Awesome to be here.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming on. Tell us about your product.
Sure. So I have these around my neck. These are called AR smart glasses, and they're really the future of where tech is going. Everyone's probably seen the movie Iron Man or in Black Mirror. You have information displayed live in front of your field of view. So instead of looking down at your phone like we've been doing for the past decade or so, in the next 5 to 10 years, many people are going to start wearing these glasses. They're going to look a lot smaller than this, and you can take and receive phone calls and do many cool and interesting things on the glasses. So we're helping support the U.S. military, the U.S. government, and we're in over 50 countries worldwide right now.
What's the difference between this product and, say, Google Glasses?
That's a great question. So Google Glass was at the really forefront of this space, but they came out, they only had one eye. So it was really a tiny display right above your right eye, and it couldn't do much more than display simple text or the weather. But technology has advanced a lot since then. So for example, the glasses I have around my neck, you could display a 3D hologram. You could have a human body around you that you can walk around. You can take and receive really advanced holographic phone calls. For example, if you're in the military or at hospitals, EMT could wear the glasses. With this camera, they can stream what they're seeing hands-free to a doctor who could be hundreds of miles away or in a different country, have live translation. And that's something we've seen help hospitals in many different areas save a lot of time and really protect their frontline medics, especially during the COVID pandemic.
Can you go into that a little bit further? So would these be used during surgery or for conferences? Like, what would be the advantage of having a third-party input from elsewhere? Like if you're in a remote region or maybe don't have the best technological advice or...
Exactly. So during COVID, we worked closely with many EMTs and first responders at several hospitals in the Northeast. And we developed a HIPAA-certified telehealth platform where the EMTs, whereas before they had to look down at their phone or have a manual of operations, now they can wear the glasses and be hands-free. There's even a thermal camera built in so they can get a temperature heat map of any potential patient at a safe distance. And they could transmit what they're seeing live to a doctor. So this helps bring first-class hospital care to remote locations where they may not have had access to this. We also found that they've had almost 40% savings in operational time. So by using this type of AR hands-free tech, they were a lot more efficient, and they brought more critical patients back to the ER, which helps both the hospitals and the EMTs. So that's one use case, but we have many others in different industries as well. So it's pretty universal, which is cool to see.
Yeah, what would be some military applications or for business in general?
Definitely. So we have several U.S. bases right now, as far away as Hawaii and other bases on the continental U.S., using the glasses for training and maintenance purposes. So say you're a senior technician, you can't go on site or you can't fly on site. Now a junior technician wearing the glasses could have a 200-step or however many step process for fixing an engine, fixing a machine, displayed live in front of their field of view. So they would actually have those instructions overlaid on top of what they're looking at for any process, or they could have the remote expert see what they see and provide them the assistance. So this is something that helps speed up the training of more new and junior personnel and helps also reduce the costs of some of these operational maintenance costs, because the machine downtime could lead to millions of dollars worth of losses. So that's something that this type of tech helps reduce that type of machine downtime. So it's really interesting. And this is just going to become more and more pervasive, even across media, finance, telecom. You can even watch like Netflix on these and be hands-free in a park and have your privacy totally intact. So there are many use cases across industries, and it's going to get bigger and bigger.
Do you see any, so you see consumer applications as well. Have there been any studies on the impact of, having, say, reading at that level, and proximity to your physical being and stuff like that? The technology's safe, right?
Yep, that's a great question. So this screen is projected about 10 feet away from you. So it's a pretty safe distance. And we've had studies done where it doesn't have any impact on your eyes. And unlike virtual reality, this is augmented reality. So virtual reality, you're in a totally different place and you feel motion sickness. You might feel vertigo and other types of symptoms. With augmented reality, the beauty is you're still in the real world, but you have digital information overlaid for whatever type of task or thing you want to do. So you don't have that same motion sickness as VR. You're still in the real world. You see your peripheral surroundings, but for whatever you're doing, whether it's telehealth or watching an NFL game or any type of kind of activity, you only have that information displayed live on the glasses.
Yeah, so if you're on a ship and your eyes on the horizon, you're not going to get sick, right, at the same time. So you can multitask here. Tell us approvals from any agencies or anything like that.
So these have been fully approved by the FCC as well as by the agencies in Europe. So we've sold overseas and here, and we're currently working on our next version, which will be half the size of these and almost look like a pair of sunglasses. So this is something that a normal person can walk down the street wearing and people can't really tell the difference. And this will be at the cutting edge of this space. And that's something we hope to retail in telecom stores as well. Just like you can buy a phone from a store, you can buy these glasses and they'll have cellular connectivity built in, which is really cool to see. But you'll be hands-free as well. So this has passed all the certifications, which is really good. The ones around my neck, these are more business to business and military grade. So they're certified for hard hats, they're drop tested. So that's why they're a little bigger in size. But these are really well suited for those use cases. Whereas the consumer ones will be much more smaller in size, but they'll have also less B2B certification. So it's different use cases for different needs, basically.
What do you think the cost would be per unit for, say, a consumer or for a hospital? Or is there an estimated range of cost?
Definitely. So for a consumer, we want to keep it to similar to a phone price, so under 1K. And that will do a lot of the same functionality that your phone can do, as well as more advanced functionality, which is why many people anticipate that these will eventually replace your phone and millions of people will have these worldwide. And for B2B, because there's more features, there's more software, the glasses are a bit more ruggedized, it's about 2K, which is on the really good pricing for B2B in the market. So we've seen really good feedback so far, and we work really closely with our partners from the US government to hospitals, and we really try to incorporate their feedback. And so far, it's been really gratifying to see some of the really cool use cases.
What about an application in sports, like a head coach or a defensive or offensive coach on the sideline?
So you're funny you bring that up. We just had a discussion with a major sports team, actually, and they want to use the glasses where when you're watching the match, you can actually have the stats of the player overlaid on top of their face. So instead of looking down at your phone, like how many points or how many yards does this person have, you can wear the glasses. And while you're watching the game, you can have their numbers displayed next to their uniform or next to their face. So that's really the future of sports viewing. Another really cool app is you can have multiple virtual screens. So imagine you're at the beach or at the park, you can wear the glasses, and just with your head movement, you can have 8 to 9 different matches going on, all with your privacy intact. So imagine you're having like 8 virtual high definition screens. You could have 8 different like matches going on. So sports is going to be really cool, especially once the consumer glasses come out. I think a lot of stadiums are going to use this not just for entertainment, even for security purposes. And then a lot of consumers can use it to watch content. Like you won't need to buy a television anymore. You'll just have these around whenever you want.
Really cool. You know, it's like the movie Minority Report. It was made in 2001, I believe, and like everything in the movie like came true. You know,
Oh, yeah.
they turn off your car if they.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Iron Man, Minority Report, like a lot of movies have shown this type of tech, and now it's actually coming. It's actually happening.
very interesting. We have a minute left. Tell our viewers where they can follow you and get involved.
Awesome. So yeah, I'm on Twitter at Nick Cherukuri, and we also have our website, thirdeyegen.com. So if you're interested in joining, we're growing our team. We have a lot of use cases with the US military and many others that we're proud of helping serve. And we're want to help meet as many cool people as possible. So this is the future. So definitely it's good to be part of it.
All right, everybody. Nick Cherukuri, I want to thank you so much for coming on the show. And I pronounced your name correctly, right, sir?
Awesome. Thank you for hosting me, David.
Yeah, thank you so much, Nick. And I wish you the best of luck. And we'll follow up and we'll do it again.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a great night.